This is going to be a leckerli. Question though how it is going to turn out. I insult here on the official webpage of the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz to date. I insult him, and it has not yet been snatched away by Twitter. I indeed wrote him 11 posts, yeah. It is also a kind of Lösungsansatz, combining new people, no, new names. New names used, real or unreal. I hark back to my pre-11th following class school in close by that very village that is the talk about as of these days, surrounding the mind map and more. It harks back also onto the recent streak of brunettes of importance, and I had forgotten in that streak, and I'm not going to include it, but it fits so very well. The very wife of Steinmeier, who would want to doubt that she is a brunette. And if one knew how the real Christine Wilde looked, one really could have gotten the impression, are they somehow related to each other? Which is not at all of my business, not at all, and I arrived here very late. But I must say, when this kind of new rate is pending, just because a 2000 is being claimed for the X time, presumably, because it adds 2000 here from there, wanting to help the nice German, knowing so much on Islamic studies, for example. It adds, so it could have been the case that was used therefore, which I don't know and I cannot research that. Does it? Yes, it would constitute a crime to having done so. I don't have a document showing otherwise. I tried to contact one via JT merely to make things known. In there, also not of my business, unless it was made of my business, which it was, because I had spent those 4 years in the Erfurtian Homelessness Care Home Center, having met certain people, which others were again not snatched but led astray. One gets used to situations, but simply snatching away chances, possibilities, even if known that on grounds one-sidedly once interesting. I can only repeat. Feelings is one thing, but if it does not lead to any conclusions, for example, where to look, where to better having had looked. So any teachings from those sides, forget it. What is that? It is unacceptable. But I don't positively know that. And I am burdened with that very threefold diagnosis, So if one of the illnesses is not convincing to argue, then one would kind of pull out another card and a third card. And even I myself think now, am I becoming an autist here or what? So talkative and no one to talk to. Other than into the TV, teaching others because it is technically doable to snatch signals and redo them into a picture. I mention also the name Germa Nienburg. The poor chap I'm referring to himself might not know anything too much, but he was also playing me my father. Yeah, what for? Also here, playing me my father. Yeah, one gets pissed off. Also, if one is in a condition of problems like computer criminality inescapable, and on a regular basis flat intrusions, not arguable other than pointing on the very fact, well, there is such a terminus technicus like unreal key. Would you believe that it is German criminal law? Yeah, this is a key which is not, shall not be used, because the owner of that key, meaning the owner of the inner the door openable would lead to, is not free for just anyone, and also not for any raid done by those very people that have profited before. For example, one Wachtmeister. Yeah. My brother the other day, maybe in 2017 or so, or 16, we were sitting in a tram here. He was visiting me, and he showed me a perücke, a thing that women or men wear on their heads. So, yeah, I just, yeah, oh yes, I see that also, but I did not consent anything. So, what do you do with a perücke? You hide your identity, and you are saying, well, I need something which I naturally don't possess, and I have just taken it somehow. It was on the same height, though, that Wachtmeister was seen several times in summer when I was out and about to using my mountain bike for tours. So I would see him on his balcony. Yeah, so obviously people are in the knows what I'm doing, and this guy is a huge guy. I would have no chance at all. This is what I have to what I have to experience here in Germany. It is appalling, really, really appalling. And just imagine and hold for true that people here know my texts, read everything, grasp out their bits and pieces to widen their knowledge, but against what? Another threat. So, if you would want to read here, if it is possible, yeah, it is. As if it was the case that someone is getting hereby, not my text, yeah, also, but the aftermath, so to speak, yeah, the securing of my texts into their counters, as if, or storages, yeah, as if to make someone really a huge present, and if it be to really give the impression, well, choose one of ours, yeah, if it was a kind of a present for a male. Choose ours other than, for example, me, because here, see, we can do things, we can really move things. This Christine Wilde may be an offspring of Steinmeier, known or not, was coining the expression Schleimfotze, which was also alluded to. Yeah, who was meant? I did not think that I could have been meant. Entertaining people and the teacher in lessons, and thereby shortening it. That was my impression. Listen to this also. Just a thought. This is for those who also recognized, well, I did not recognize because I formulated it for the first time, who also recognized my formulation Wort- und Satzarme Verstimmung, yeah, referring to situations till the 10th class at least commencing with the 8th class, if not earlier. So, the English translation would be, I would think, it would be sufficient to say word and sentence poor disgruntledness. I even like the former more than now. Yeah, this is what I'm left with myself, which is not too bad a thing, not too bad a situation, but I really would prefer that I can remain in this current situation, looking for embetterments other than being torn to grounds again. I am on grounds already since years. I get just the German existence minimum. Likely that there are bank accounts even under my real name, meaning Imke Anne Wilma Westermann, and not another family name attached, which I would not have a clue where to search. And also, this would be a kind of acceptance if I would step in somewhere and so on. So I did not do that. Yeah, here, choke on your porridge, yeah. So underneath this video, and on top also, yeah, because I have so a very good remembrance, and it really was like that. It is the same video. I could be invited thereupon. Here, yeah. Maybe we file something against you, but it would bring me into contact. You were not able to contact me. Unbelievable. I sent you texts. What else comes to my mind? Oh yes, if it was him chosen to do here another raid, he might well be accompanied by the lady I already know. Then in a lilac leather jacket, maybe 60 before her retirement, if now kind of rejuvenated somehow. Maybe she's coming in a blue jacket or what, thereby light rays and so on and so forth. People seem to be thinking here in these ways. For example, this handy, it is totally unusable. It is blue. Maybe it is important, but I think this is going to go away because there was no shield hanging on it. This is therefore. This is also a problem, if they give a present that you cannot use. So keep it, just keep it. Keep it because I cannot use it upon no information at all. As if they want to teach me that the second love relationship did not teach me properly billiard after having presented me a queue. It might even not have been his present, but another one's present, and thereby testing if I would understand anything. I did not. And people would repeat that. Testing. Other things also. I mentioned it. This other brunette family. Also testing. How do I respond to dogs? How the opposite, and so on and so forth. Harking back onto the accident after which I was kind of rescued. And again, taking for testings in Hamburg, namely directly infecting the brain or just fucking a person that was half dead. I don't know if the name Brandstätter is a Hamburgian name, but the very name is to be seen in close proximity to Christine Wilde and her female buddies, who had found that very grouping. How was it called? They had this famous song, a brand new toy. A girl is a brand new toy. It was famous beginning of the 90s. not virulent femme, but what was it? I don't recall it at the instant of a moment. They were known. They toured and they earned. What I have to do with it, I don't know. I do recall how this anecdote. It was before my birthday, one day before my birthday. Maybe it is not unimportant because the other day it was one day before my birthday when this younger gynecologist kind of misbehaved. I went there twice the same day. The second time I wanted to check if my impression was right. Having been already kind of at 180, but I did not find anything which I directly could object against. So, and beginning of the 90s, I was together with those three girls, including Christine Wilde, at a concert in Berlin after I had birthday, and in the mornings I got a present. In their fashion packed, I just I bit on it. It was stashed in a chocolate croissant. I thought it was the ring of theirs, and somehow it was away. Either they snatched it or I lost it. Because I sleep so very deep, and they could have snatched it. The very persons, by the way, who taught me that one could lead a diary, which I better should not have done because I did not know what to write inside. So I have my first boyfriend, also I have found someone, of course not in our area, but elsewhere. And I wrote things, and this very, maybe the same, slightly changed also here. I mentioned the terminus technicus biochemistry matters. Indeed, people can change their looks, and the gynecologist might have been the very same girl, Polish girl, red-haired, also. This I have to include. That would sleep in my flat for two, in order for what I don't know. And prior, she played me a female idiot. I thought, what is that? I did not come to the idea that she was trying to imitate me. So now imitation, sit here in front of her TV, as long as as we allowing her to have it, and after the whole thing starts afresh. Forget it. Simply forget it. What you are planning, I have significantly hardened what you are planning. So, in certain ways, I have already won. Kill me if you want. Send me down, send me up onto a Starkstromleitung. This Lebensgefährtin of my brother's, ordering me late at night to Munich, at that particular station where I could have a look onto the endings or beginnings of a new trip, showing the ending of a station, and there are also Starkstromleitungen. Starkstromleitungen translating into energy leading, high voltage energy leading things, apparatuses. It really, Great Britain, yeah, take it, yeah, just read it and take it. You better ought have contacted me other than making me an idiot via recording me when talking to a radio. You contracted with criminals here because I could restrict it to Germans. You contracted with criminals other than refraining and seeing how I am and maybe inviting me here and there for a coffee, for a drink, for a dinner. Just coincidentally, it could have been done. I could have been British by now. So, as my Anspruchsvermögen is concerned, of course, I'm not assigning it to you. I'm trying to let others profit. Also, adding that it is vague because it would have to be claimed before ordinary courts, other than what one can experience here. Upon no information, I don't do anything free willed. Force me. Commit another crime.